Hello.
Now we are.
Okay.
We are
Okay,
finally
now
live.
we're finally live,
Now we're
and I
finally
got
live.
everyone.
Are we
Thank
live
you.
now?
You're a bum. You're not supposed to do that to people. You're not supposed to just come like right out of the gate. Like, guess what?
You've been got. Son.
Peggy deserves it. So.
Wait, so are we live right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Hello.
So here's the thing. Okay.
It's the delay.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's a delay.
The massive delay.
All right.
So that's usually what I try to now kind of do from over here is over here, monitor
Hello.
1 has what's happening right now. Monitor 2 is what people are going to see like 30 seconds ago. So.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Okay, that's a
Alright.
weird. Oh, why do I look like
I know.
that?
This is the weird part about
Do
all
not-
of this. So.
Do not like 0 out of 10.
That delay is really weird.
Ugh.
Yeah, I've thought about trying to make the delay not a thing, but at the same time, I make the delay a thing.
No, I'm just watching myself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rewatch myself now.
I'm just gonna get distracted by me.
Past me.
It's me from 30 seconds ago.
Me.
Me, you see, I really was expecting you to do like a quick Mario type thing, you know, like Mirio or something. I don't know.
No.
Mina
No,
O?
I just feel bad.
Mina O's.
A part of any balanced breakfast.
What's that like?
Yeah, you don't eat breakfast.
Okay, see, and
So
that's
quiet.
It's so. Hello, welcome to my
Hi.
ASMR session.
so quiet. Okay, let me. Okay, I can turn it up louder, which is probably what I'm.
Headphone
going
warning.
to do.
Let's go.
Stefan, your mic on.
Now my microphone is on.
That makes a lot of sense.
So quiet.
You know what?
So silent.
You know what?
This is
We're
why he tunes in to double check that you're
to
doing
make
all right.
sure Stefan has his mic on.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Okay, and now odds are it's like you're too loud. So
We just go through the whole episode with just us responding to a non-existent question asked.
Yeah.
not like that hasn't happened during the
Is your
podcast
mic
before.
on?
So
It is
shut
now.
up. My microphone is on now. All right. Now
Thank you. We got it. We good.
There you go. See?
Fine.
See, this is the fun part about live streaming as far as like the when I actually make a mistake, which happens often. So,
Lol.
yeah, there we go.
You drive me crazy with
Osseo.
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 All of this to you, Peck. All of this. All of this.
Is that supposed to be like for a different thing?
This is no. This is so you've got the bird, which is the FU, and then you've got this one, which is I don't really like you that much. So the little bird, all right, useful for just like
Bird.
yeah,
The
the
bird-
wee bird.
The bird was what started our friendship in the beginning. Well, the first
The
time
bird
I
is the
flipped the
word.
bird at anyone, it was at her. I'm not kidding.
I'm concerned, but also happy.
No, it was a sign of love or something. We
or
were-
something.
Well, we were working at the theater, and like she was over at the ticket office, and I was at the concessions, and I would just like subtly try to flip her off without the customers noticing. It was great. It was a good time.
Care for you. Wah wah.
Little
There we go.
He's texting and driving.
Yeah, he's
How dare you?
very much so. So you know what? Like I said, we're getting over it. So let's actually start the real version of
So
it.
if
So
we're on the YouTubes now, does that change the swearing policy?
no,
Okay, I can still. I don't
Yeah.
say the
Still
fuck
a
word.
person.
you can
Sure.
still say all the words, all you want.
Excellent.
So like
Can I flip Mina off?
you can do everything. See, now people can actually see it in as it's happening.
See my gestures.
Okay, so yeah, you're no longer constrained over to the fact that like people can't see. No, people can see you now. So
Hello. So when I say that I cosplay cat characters, I'm just like ears.
Oh.
And they can see that. Perfect. It's great.
very much so.
Yay.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna fuck up in real time. That's great. Cool. Love that.
right. Oh, okay. Let me do this, and hopefully your guys' audio is now really, really good.
Way.
See? There we go.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
I kid you not. It's always one of those where adjusting your audio has always been one of those where it's like, okay, Mina,
Am I bad?
down.
Oh.
Ash, up.
I'm just loud.
I'm loud. Hello.
There we go. So let me actually start officially episode 144 of the Crack Brain Podcast. I am your host, Stefan. Sitting with me today, we have people not quite on the Crack Brain team. Kind of.
Not officially, no.
Not official.
Let us in. Let us in.
There's things happening that you all don't know. So yeah, sitting next to me, I have...
The meme lord, Mina.
Is that just your title?
Yeah, that's my title now.
Okay. And
Meme Lord. Just put it like right here.
Meme lord.
And I'm Lviv, no title, just that.
Just there.
Yeah,
My companion.
I guess. Partner? Can I be the meme? What's the equivalent of lord? Lordess?
Squire?
Squire.
Lord the
meme squire.
Okay.
I say let's go with that. I mean,
All right.
there you go. There's your new cosplay name.
Meme squire.
God. Don't let me be stuck with that.
The meme lord.
We're starting it here. All of you, just make sure it never dies. I'm counting on all of you.
No, please no. I don't want that.
There we go. So it's been a bit since I can't even say I've talked to you guys because now you live way too close.
Yeah, we do.
It's going from like I hardly see them to like I'll now get home from work, have a couple like be able to rest for a little bit, and then be like, and there's Ash.
Can you hear us?
Huh?
What?
No, I see you all.
Oh.
No, because you're in the balcony like all the time working on your
yeah.
stupid cosplays.
Using
your
your dress.
minefield in our living room.
I'm a messy crafter. It's just how I work.
It's a minefield. No less than a week after moving in, because we also moved in with our friend Michaela, cosplaying through life, who's also been on the podcast at least, not the live stream. We're all cosplayers. No less than a week after we moved in, both of them start working on cosplays, and it's nuts. I'm the only one who didn't start working on a cosplay immediately.
Because I make all yours for
Well,
you.
yeah, but even like, because I still style my own wigs, and I still haven't done that, even though I got an Emma wig, but...
I mean, you started styling it.
No, it was pre.
Yeah, no, we've got like So we got 3 cosplayers living together in a small space. We got fabric spread all over the floor. I'm trying to pick up all the foam bits still that I left everywhere. And now we have a nice little balcony where we can spray paint and sand and do all our shit. It's really
Look,
bad.
at least when I came over to go and get cookies the other night, I could actually see the floor after being berated about not taking off my shoes.
She wants an Asian household.
Look, all right, I have people take off their shoes. Well, no, I take off my shoes when coming over to the house, but that's only because I work in dirty, musty, all kind of nastiness. All right, but I don't necessarily make other people. They just see that they're shoes and assume that that they should take them off.
She's mean about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's mean.
Chancla.
She threatens me.
I'll take the chancla
The
out.
non-existent sandal.
I have like 3 pairs of sandals I could use.
Good. Please don't.
Michael's also sells adult slides that I just want to rename the chanclas.
Adult slides.
Yeah.
What qualifies them as adult?
What?
They're literally just chanclas.
I mean, a chancla just means sandal.
I know.
Then why do you...
But like, you know how like
get
there's
them.
a specific type
mean.
of there's a specific type of sandals that everyone calls the chanclas. And
Can we talk about cosplay?
I don't think it's no, because I'm not gonna let this go for a bit. I don't classify it as a specific type of sandal as much as the specific type of use that the sandal is about to have, which is not transportation of person from point A to point B,
Do you
at
think
least
the
along the
shoes-
normal walking sense.
It's a foot protector. It doesn't the shoe doesn't carry you to your next place.
I wish
It
does.
could if you hit hard enough.
That's fair. Let's knock into next week.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
There's
there
that.
you go. Yeah. There you go.
3 cosplayers in one apartment. There should be a reality TV
so
show.
much fun.
They tried. It failed.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's true.
Oopsies.
Ugh.
There you go. But yeah, like I said, it's been a little bit. So like other than trashing the living room floor and making various mistakes over on wigs on the balcony, how have y'all been?
Pretty good.
Good.
Just like, yeah, all right.
Good.
See, it's interesting not having you all at your normal, like, okay, it's actually kind of weird for me when I'm sitting over here going like, Mina's somewhat contained right now, probably just because she's having more fun looking at herself.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just
I'm just.
You're like, and 1,000, 2,000. There, I see it.
there she is. We've been doing some fun stuff. We nabbed a Best in Show award with our dance group, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, you guys were at Level Up and we killed it at Nihon, so.
Because everybody was at level
Because
up.
everyone else was at Level Up.
So,
so what you're saying is we have to go back again next year.
so that we can win more
We
prizes.
can, yeah, we can keep
Okay.
winning. Yeah.
It's great. I'm not to say that there weren't amazing cosplayers at
And,
Nihon.
well, I feel like we need to specify, but when we say we mean our dance group, Shiokaze Sales. Also the Banzai halftime show, find us.
It's kind of cool. So like we started well, we didn't start this group, but like we joined up this group like last year, and it was a very like lax thing, like we'll do it for this one event. And now we're an actual like dance group that's being invited to cons and having
Yup.
expectations placed upon us.
Yeah, so it's
Whew.
yeah, so like I mean
Grace.
what is oh
She
my
goes,
god. Kaki, what the fuck are you saying?
Wow, is that famous
There's cosplay
Instagram-
house where Mina Smalls and Levine? Maybe it is. Ooh.
Ooh. TV sponsored.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so shout out, follow Shiokaze Sales on Instagram.
Yeah.
We need more followers.
Yeah. Well, it's like so I have not been able to see the routine, but I've heard about it nonstop from countless people. So
Our
evidently,
performance?
yes.
Oh, for what?
People talk about it?
Yes.
What the fuck? Tell me more.
Well, I mean, when you happen to have what once was and will be again a cosplay podcast, people tend to tell you a lot of things like, this is what you missed. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, all right.
That's
So
pretty
yeah,
good.
like I said, I heard great things about it. I'm looking forward,
so
to
happy.
bonsai and more. So
Yeah,
Oh,
so
please don't expect too much from us.
details
Expect all
are
the
we're the
things.
Banzai halftime show for the cosplay contest.
gonna be
So
great.
stay those extra like hour and a half after the actual contest
And watch
part
us
is
make
over.
fools of ourselves
and
on
watch
stage.
us fuck it up.
Yeah, real bad. We're gonna.
do you happen to need someone that might be... Ooh,
Do
I
we
can't
need someone
give-
to
I
do the
can't give this-
backflip? I don't know.
I mean that I will definitely go and do that. No, I might have somewhat of a performance during the bonsai cosplay competition.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You performing?
I not
No details can be
I'm
given.
not-
No spoilers.
I'm not doing my own. I'm just happen to be in someone else's doing it. I'll tell
Oh,
you
that's
all
fun.
afterwards.
Oh, that's so
Okay.
So
fun.
yeah, I'm doing a thing.
Cannot
and it's
reveal
gonna-
it here.
No,
Not yet.
no, it's
Cannot.
Bonsai's gonna be good this year. though.
Bonsai is
I'm really
going to
looking
be
forward to it.
really
We-
fun.
We have a friend who's hosting an Idol Palooza event where people like I think. Yeah,
So-
they've announced it on the Bonsai website, so it's okay to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you want to?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by Grace's comment because, kind sir, will you do a backflip for me? Because she is the
She's the one that has to do the backflip.
I will do all the backflips for you. Not when I'm could kill myself in here, and there's like legitimately no room.
No,
But
I
Yeah.
think she wants you to do the backflip
The
for her in the
backflip.
dance.
oh, well, I mean, yeah, you just let me know.
Just let's make him a Chica cosplay.
Yeah, we'll just make you another cosplay.
I'll run out on stage just to do that one thing and run out. People go like, "What just happened?"
What
You
just
have to wear the
happened?
orange
No,
wig.
we won't even
and-
You
address
think
it.
I won't?
We won't even address it. Like it'll just happen,
That
and we'll
was-
just keep
that was
continuing
our
to dance.
Chica.
And like we won't even like say like, oh yeah, that happened. It'll just be like, and continuing with our next song.
I'm not joking. If you all actually want me to do this, I will do this. I do not
We
care.
will discuss it. We will discuss it, and we will need Grace with us to discuss
I
it.
can't do black flips
He will
on
black flip
stand
for
or on ground. It's got to only be over in water. Black flips only happen in water.
black flip.
Black flips.
I was trying to tell if that was a typo or not.
No.
Nope, that's a real
It's
thing that I do.
All right.
Okay,
All
what
right.
was I supposed to explain? Oh yeah, Idolpalooza. So our friend who used to be a member of Shiokaze, so she sadly had to move. But she to give a little backstory, if anyone has been to Holmat, there is a thing called Idol Fest at Holmat. Holiday Matsuri.
I was about to say.
it's Holiday Matsuri, I abbreviate it to Holmat. They have Idol Fest where just a bunch of local and maybe some like not so local groups will come and perform idol dances going from Love Live, K-pop, Idol Master, anything that can be categorized as idols. So
Bow Chica.
oh my god.
Chica.
Bow Chica.
His character's name is
Okay,
Chica.
and so we're pretty much bringing it to Bonsai. Idolpalooza will be pretty much an idol fest at Bonsai where a bunch of local and not so local, it probably will only be really local, idol groups can come and perform. Shiokaze Sales won't be performing for that because that's way too much, but our members
We can
will
only
be
handle
doing
one
our
event
own
a con.
thing.
But yeah, that's hosted by Ellie Eberts. She's really cool. She has a YouTube too, so maybe you guys should check her out.
Yes.
She does a lot of cute cosplay stuff.
There we go.
We were in one of her videos when we
One
did
of her videos for Christmas.
we did a really cute Christmas
Wait, okay,
dance.
so that was the Christmas video.
Yes.
Okay.
There were two
Yes.
different Christmas videos, but that was the Christmas dance
Yeah, so there
video.
was one that we
Okay.
did with Sakumi that was Boku no Hero, and then there was a Love Live themed one that we did with Ellie Eberts.
Okay, okay.
They just
then.
both got posted on Christmas Eve. We were like, we got 2 videos coming out. They're not ours. We
don't do it, but
We just participated. It was great.
Yeah, welcome to having, other content creators go like, and guess what? Time relevance here. So, yeah, it's like, okay, now I'm sitting here going like, okay, I don't really remember the Boku no Hero one, but I do remember the Love Live one.
yeah. So the
was-
Love Live one was just a dance cover of Snow Halation, and then the Boku no Hero one, it's on Sakumi's channel.
Okay.
It got pretty popular. It's gotten quite a few views.
Yeah, it's
And we just joined in that one
as Mina and Momo.
Yeah.
Just because
You painted yourself pink and went out in public.
Christmas
That was a good time.
during Christmas season. God, that was
It's like you've been having a fun
You
time
shoulda-
with the Momo pink paint.
You should have seen people like looking at us going through the mall. Like, what the heck are those children
I'm pretty
doing?
sure a few of them who were actually on drugs thought they were on a higher trip than they were because of my Mina cosplay.
They're sitting there like, nope, not going away.
She's-
Maybe I took too much.
She has a skin condition.
Well, I mean, the first time I did Mina, which was last year around this time. Yeah, it was last year. Exactly.
For the
There was a
prom?
there was a Provo queer prom that allowed cosplay, so a bunch of our friends and us, we went as Boku no Hero characters, and I wanted to test run my Mina because I'd be cosplaying her for Anime Oasis the next week. And so I wore Mina, pink face paint, pink arm gloves, like arm socks, everything. We go to Denny's, we walk out. This guy on the bench, obviously high, looks at me and goes, "Are you shitting me?" And I was like, "Yes, no, I don't." Yeah.
Grace, if you forget the capital V in my name one more time, I will throw hands. Get it right. Thank
Please
you.
keep my no capitals at all.
Like, she got the one capital, but she's missing the second.
No.
I think I mess up on that all the time
How
too.
dare you.
So,
It is a family
you're-
name.
It's
It's called. No, I get it. It's called. It just looks fancier that way, and I want to keep it consistent.
okay. You know what? Then honestly, your name is probably gonna start being like La capital V, F.
Ew.
Yeah,
keep
you
that
can
going.
just refer to me as La Capital V. If
I'm just gonna start calling you capital V.
Capital V, give
What
it
up, Cap V?
What about the billboards he
Stefan.
saw the other day? What billboards? Oh no. Oh no.
So, I have a thing. All right.
Oh no.
I hate bad billboards. I really like it. It's a gigantic pet peeve of mine. I really hate bad trying to make a joke but it falling flat
Oh no.
billboards. It's something where I legitimately get mad and I will pass by one and go like, "Nuh-uh," and everything like that. There's one particular set of billboards that drives me absolutely insane. And I don't know if it's going to do the same thing for Mina,
Oh no.
but it might.
Is it Japanese?
It's the domo.
Oh. Domo is Japanese for bacon.
Oh my god.
See, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Okay.
Every time we pass by it, I have to like ignore it because I just
So,
I don't.
it's, what? I still
don't-
don't know what Domo is.
It's like saying thanks.
It's like it's
Yeah,
like
but,
thanks.
Like a
no,
very
what the
casual like thanks.
What is
Domo,
the
like-
company?
I don't know what they
What?
do.
What do they
company?
No,
No,
I
I'm
get-
thinking
I
of
understand what
Docomo now.
Domo-
I'm
but-
thinking of a different company now.
See,
I
What
don't.
is Domo?
that's
are
the
they?
problem. Is if you're going to advertise a company and like come work for us, maybe give a hint as to what they
I wanna
actually
Google
do.
this. I wanna
But the
Google
fact that every single time it's like Domo, Japanese for bacon, and all I'm sitting there is going like, what do you do? So I just
It's
I still don't
I think
know
it's a
what they do.
cell phone company.
It's weird.
Maybe then they have crap outreach because honestly I've never seen one person be over on their plans.
Like I see billboards for them, and they make a lot of weird.
Well,
jokes.
their stock prices aren't that great.
Yeah.
You're looking up there.
Yeah,
when
so
they
I
make
Googled
very
it.
weird and stupid puns, and I'm sitting there going like, "That's not funny."
You're
Great, but
wasting.
Who
your,
are you?
Who? Yeah. What? They're wasting their money
Wait
on
a
dumb
second.
stuff.
Who are you?
Yeah, pretty much.
So no, as to what they're saying is like, yes, I have a gigantic pet peeve about billboards. If I see a stupid billboard, I will get visibly irritated about it. There was a long time that over on I-15 going towards Salt Lake, there was one billboard. It was for like a gun show, and it was upside down. And having to stare at that like every single day for like 2 months, I nearly killed myself like so many different times.
Did they
Of like
put it
I can't.
upside down on purpose?
I don't know. Part of me was all like, this has got to be a mistake. This has got to be a mistake. And I remember taking a picture of it over my work truck and went like, oh, I wonder how long it's going to take them to fix this. 2 months later, it's still like this. I think they did it on purpose, but what didn't help is like maybe 2 miles away, it was right side up. So I hate billboards.
There was
I
this
hate
one
billboards.
billboard they had that it was like, it's not just alcohol, and it had like pictures of like different kind of drugs you could do, except instead of a marijuana leaf, they put a maple leaf.
Because Utah doesn't know the difference.
What's
Same
a-
thing!
what's
They
a
don't know what
marijuana?
it is.
Domo, like they're a hiring place.
Yeah, it's like I said, Domo is I don't know. It's a
Pecky's
a
gonna
weird
go
thing.
work for them. Sorry, you
Pecky.
have to find a new Pecky for cracked brain.
You work for me, Peck. Get back to work after you finish your armor build. Alright.
It's gonna take a while.
It-
Armor.
It's almost done.
No, I've
It's
seen
almost done.
his progress with.
Yeah.
I haven't been watching.
See, Ash doesn't love you. Ash doesn't
No,
love
I
you
do
like the
love
rest
you.
of us. No,
Don't listen to him.
no.
He's a liar.
No, guess what? She doesn't love you. She doesn't
my
love you.
Wait, I never got my pats at FanX.
You're what?
My head pats.
From who?
Pecky.
Pecky.
He didn't pat me at FanX.
You didn't give my girlfriend her head pats? Pecky?
Fuck you too, I guess.
that didn't turn completely harsh for no reason.
Good.
But I get
Paint
it.
is drying right now.
But I get it. It you know what? I don't care about you. But yeah, like I said, it's. I'm now very curious about what you keep looking at.
I'm curious about your periodic table. I've never actually gotten this close to it.
So that is the periodic
Yeah.
table of rooster
No, I
teeth.
got it. I'm just like
Um,
trying to interpret it, and it's very interesting.
It's like a bunch of their different like characters and productions and some people's names and things like that. yeah, I got that for Extra Life 2000.
Yeah, they even got like the.
Yeah, they got the
Long time.
sword and shit.
Yeah, so.
Oh, heck, I need to make Weiss. Ooh.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
We gotta talk about that later.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, we will. Because
Yes, I pat you at facts. No, you fuck you didn't.
I was there. Did not see a pat. No, they're not
You
almost
wait.
done.
I'm guessing that's Carly.
Yep.
Oh. I was wondering who this Roman dude was.
Yeah. So, yes, Roman Christensen, otherwise known as Carly. So yeah,
Carly.
it's Carly.
Carly.
Yeah, it's a thing. But yeah, it's like everything up over here has kind of a reason to be up over here, except for like the random Halo stuff. I just needed to fill the wall.
Yeah.
So yeah, if
It
you all
looks
have
nice to
art
have
that
all the
you
stuff
want me
back
to hang up and everything like that, just
Are you gonna buy?
Could-
Are you gonna?
Ooh,
are you
I
gonna?
could do you a cross stitch and get it put up here.
I could do
You
you.
could.
do you a cross stitch.
you could.
It's a thing I do. I could.
Are you gonna get my new Boku no Hero print from me at PopCon?
You want to make it a little bit bigger than this one?
No, it's just as small.
Yeah, why are yours all so small?
Because prints are fucking expensive.
I know, but maybe
I can
just-
ask Michaela if I can make it 8x10. I have to ask her to be able to use her nice papers and stuff.
She has a
Or
very
like
nice
I'll buy yours and then just give me the like
the file.
the file,
The file
and then
to
I'll go over to
print it
Alpha.
Just
Alpha
enlarge
I
it.
can't freaking speak right now. Alpha Graphics, and then go get it blown up like big style.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
Roman
the file
who-
is
the cosplay.
originally 8x10, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Brandon swears that he pat you.
No, you're fucking dead to me.
Wow.
Pop Culture Con is next week.
Give me
Yes,
the
it
pats.
is. Give me the
Pecky.
pats, okay?
Pecky, give
Well,
pats. Pop
speaking-
culture card.
Speaking of Pop Culture Con,
Ooh.
what are you all doing this? Well,
What are you
you're doing the
wearing?
same thing.
Yeah, I'm doing the same fucking thing except in a different cosplay.
What
Which
cosplay are
is-
you wearing?
I'm gonna be wearing just a school uniform, Denki Kaminari.
A good boy. Good boy.
I need to actually style his wig.
Yeah, it's been a while. And sadly, I'm not doing Boku no Hero.
Yeah, fuck
But
you.
that's the same thing as last year.
It's-
We were doing different things at PopCon. But I'm going to be debuting Katra from She-Ra.
Okay.
I'm
the
very-
new Shira, to
Yeah,
be
the
more
new
specific.
She-Ra.
Netflix.
Yeah.
That's why I needed your Dremel, because I was doing her piece or headpiece out of Warbler, which
Mhm.
is so much fun. It's funny because last PopCon, so I won that red Warbler as my prize.
Yeah.
And I'm using it this year to make my headpiece.
Well, it's like, you look, I don't know how it's going for you, but I personally have I can't even say a love-hate. I just don't like Warbler.
Yeah.
So.
It works for some things for me, like for my Sailor Moon tiara and like my Katra headpiece.
Furby fan art. Fuck you, Grace.
Furby fan art.
Look, they can say what they want. I'm all about it.
I can't escape because I'm gonna be at my booth.
For small pieces, it's definitely worked for me. Also, I haven't actually paid for any of it because I got a big roll as a gift and then I won more as a prize. So I'm just like, I got all this Warbler anyways, I might as well use it, kind of thing. I don't know. That sounds so spoiled of me. I'm just terrible.
No, I mean, no, like I said, it's a real thing where it's like, honestly, if I hadn't been gifted some of my Warbler in the past, I probably never really would have used it.
Yeah.
And then after a while, like, I did try to go back and I was like, you know what, I'm going to pay for some, I'm going to see how much I can actually work with it. I just don't like Warbler. I will mess with, like, friendly beads and, like, friendly plastic. That stuff I'll do for, like, really small, like, really
Detail.
weird, not even really detailed, just like things that just like, okay, I can mash this together like Play-Doh and make it work. But Warbler,
It's fun.
I know I'm gonna try it again. I just need to actually I will
need it.
allow it.
Oh my god. Okay.
So.
Thanks. Grace, I
God.
love you.
But yeah.
Maybe you should have Grace on and
Grace, you want to be over on the podcast?
just have her talk about Furbies for an hour.
Oh my.
You
Dear
think
God.
I wouldn't?
Just get the Furby division.
Oh God, that'd be terrible. But also
I like
so
like
good.
they'll have their
They formed-
they'll have their Furbies like lined up right there, and I have to like block the bottom of my screen.
They've cosplayed as Furbies. It's
Wait.
awful.
Wait a second.
Oh,
So
no.
you're telling me that if I had her on the podcast, she would line up this entire area with Furbies?
Probably.
Yeah, no, if you get the entire Furby division, including Sakumi and JoJo,
Oh God. Oh,
they
God.
have their Furbies. They line it up on the table, and I'll just have to block out the bottom of my screen if I ever watched it.
Me-
Coming to an upcoming Crack Brain podcast, the
Grace.
Furby division. Okay, I want this to happen so much right now.
But she's been threatened by the Furbies, so it's a little bit traumatic for her.
I have. It's whack.
Threatened.
Was it just sitting there like? And
Yeah,
you're
Yeah,
going
no,
after
like
it?
actually, like Grace will chase me with it.
She's been threatened.
Happened at Neon.
So what you're also saying is that I really shouldn't work on a giant Furby cosplay.
Dear
Ooh.
God.
Please don't. Please.
It's
do
like
not.
my actual fucking nightmares.
Grace.
Grace and Carly sounds like a fun podcast.
I-
We're talking.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Why are we advertising for Furby Squad? We can't let them be more
No,
powerful
they
than they
can't.
already
They can't
are.
be more powerful.
They've already got so much.
Oh my
You
God.
took me. Pecky is a great Furby name.
Oh my
I
God.
want this to happen so
Oh
much.
my God.
I want the podcast to happen, and I want this giant Furby cosplay to happen.
I'll
Oh,
like fucking I'll leave the country.
it's okay. I'll take it off just to be able, like, look, you do the whole like Mickey Mouse, Chuck E. Cheese, like, look, I'm a real person underneath.
No, please
and
don't.
whatnot.
Fernia, please.
Oh,
Please.
Yeah, we know about your Furby. You have an Instagram for her.
Yeah, so
Say
no,
what?
Fernia has a cosplay Instagram.
Cosplay.
Why am I
not
just
even normally-
advertising this Furby?
We're advertising her more than I. Why am I dating Brandon? Yeah, you should be dating Fernia instead.
I need to see this
Oh God! Oh,
right
no, I'm just
now.
looking it up.
Okay, this is
It's-
there's no way that
It's-
I'm not having
let me
this
give
in
you
my
let me
life.
give you
Oh,
the
no.
let me give you the actual handle because I think it's a little bit different than just plain Fernia.
Yeah, it's like I need this so much inside my
So
life right
it's-
now. There we-
FF Fernia.
3 Fs?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Okay, let me sit here and hopefully it will actually come up semi soon. Oh, I'm seeing a thing.
Oh no!
I'm seeing a thing.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, I want it. I
No.
want
No,
it.
you
Y'all
don't.
have to look at this.
Oh my God.
It
The
just sounds
infinite.
excessive.
The
Nothing
infinite.
is too excessive.
Hold on. This thing right here. Do you not see this magic?
Yeah, that's their Yo
hate it.
cosplay.
I hate it.
Oh, it's great. Look, with the semi-dead eyes and the bow tie.
You're
it's,
welcome, Grace.
This I want this in my.
It's
I
like
want this
free
in my life so
advertising.
What
much.
happened?
Yeah, it's the
that
infinite.
happens. That
What?
happens.
It's
What
the
is it?
infinite.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
See, it does a thing. It comes back. Okay,
Because
but no.
you don't.
Like I said, this I want it. I want it. Oh my God. I might be the instrument of your nightmare soon.
Okay, so Carly
Hi,
is
I'm leaving the
Brandon
country.
For a Furby?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Guess you don't get-
And Pecky is now threatening Carly with no food.
That's never a new thing. So
Or back ribs to be
back
rubs.
rubs.
Back ribs.
Back
Back
rubs.
You don't get ribs on your back.
Back ribs.
You just rub.
No, I was
ribs.
thinking just like the pork ribs, like
Delicious.
Oh,
our
my.
roommate is vegetarian, and so we have to.
Wait,
We don't
oh,
get.
Michaela's vegetarian?
yeah, Michaela's vegetarian.
I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I don't hang out with you all that
Yeah.
often.
I mean,
so.
like it's not like she's not the kind of person that's
Forgot
like.
her full
Uh,
name. She says thank you for the
Oh
advertisement.
my God, no, my terror. But no, Michaela is like a vegetarian, but she's not like, oh, you guys fucking suck for eating meat, or like
Yeah.
the meat can't touch my food. It's like it's just her. It was
Personal
her
preference.
Yeah, personal preference, and now it's kind of like a dietary thing.
Okay. See, that's probably very similar to Ray on our team. She's vegan, and like I mean, she still will have like, you know, she'll totally be cool. Like, oh yeah, you guys eat whatever you want. I don't really care and all that kind of stuff. Although she did turn me around to spicy black bean burgers. They are really good. Like, we tried it when we were over at Level Up. So we had like a little an Airbnb and had them there because they had a grill and everything. And at first I was like, I'm just gonna get this for Ray. She'll enjoy it and it'll be great. And then all of a sudden I had one. I'm like, I'm going to eat the hell out of these right now. So yeah, now my new preference is black bean burgers.
Interesting.
Yes.
Should we talk about cosplay some more?
Should we?
Maybe.
Have we ever talked about cosplay
No.
on this podcast? There you go.
Vegetarians out
to save us from global warming. They're doing all they can.
It's not
All
enough.
they can. Right.
The
Which,
world's
Aaron,
on
I've seen you in
fucking
a
fire.
long time, so good seeing you, buddy. There you go. But yeah, okay, so as far as cosplay things going on. Yeah.
After PopCon, we're also going to be marching in the Pride Parade with Bonsai.
Ooh.
So that'll be
It's
fun.
like literally the next day.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's
save
great.
our souls.
It's fine. I just have to finish 3 cosplays by Saturday.
Yeah.
1 week from today.
It's I've always been kind of always seeing how much one of these events will line up with Pride, and I just sit there and go like, okay, do I wonder if it's a conscious choice that some of these things kind of line up, and then other ones I'm like, no, they just totally didn't. They didn't know, you know. So
Oh, and I guess we're going to Ogden Uncon.
You
next
are for
week.
sure. I don't.
I won a prize from Cosplay Stitch and Seam, and so now I have a ticket to Uncon, but just one. So I'm like, do I go by myself?
that's. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I was making all the plans to be able to attend Ogden Uncon, and then my calendar filled up.
Oh no.
So it was sort of like, you know what? I still might try, kind of, sort of, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm honestly getting not tired of cons, but I've been to so
Overwhelmed.
many events already this
Yeah.
year that I'm seriously looking at, you know, it's
You
like
need
I'm
to like
looking at.
slow down.
Yeah, it's like
Scale it back.
after pop culture convention, I thought we were just gonna possibly be able to rest until like we don't even really do anything over at FanX. We just sort of attend,
Yeah.
and that's a thing. But there may be another event that shows up in August. I will tell you all about it maybe later.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like,
Okay.
because it's brand new. But yeah, it's like just everything keeps on going, and then we've
Yeah.
already started getting invited for stuff next year's, or like it's dear God.
Whack.
Oof. Yeah, I'm honestly kind of curious about Uncon because it's its first year.
Mhm.
They're doing 3 days, and it's like what, like $75 for a
It's
multi-pass?
For like a full weekend pass, and then I think
That's pricier than Comic-Con is.
yeah. Well, and it's also they do have a pretty good lineup. Like they have I think it was, if I'm correct, I can't remember for sure, but I think it was Ansem from Kingdom Hearts 3, or not Kingdom, more just the Kingdom Hearts series. They have his voice actor, and he's also doing like a lot of other things. No, it wasn't Ransom. It was someone from Organization 13 that I haven't met yet. But it's like they do have a pretty good lineup of guests. But it's also, I don't know any of them, so I'm not excited. And all of our friends are like, has anyone gone? Is it like, because it's its first
Yeah.
year, so
Yeah.
so it sounds.
We have people like, who's heard of Ogden Uncon? Has anyone gone before? Can you tell me what it's like?
and
we're
I
like,
just
"No,
have to reply to their story like,
never happened.
this is its first year, so no one knows.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like,
Well, like, and one of the things that they have been actually doing more so, you know, yes, so they did have an actor
Hellboy
go
canceled.
and cancel, the I can't
Yeah,
remember his
oh,
name
yeah.
right now, but the actor that was just over inside the last Hellboy, he did cancel and whatnot, and I think someone else is actually canceled too. I'm not 100% certain, but it is something where, with speaking with some of the people that have been involved, there, you know, it's been something where they're trying to offer so many different things that aren't the norm at every con, where it's
Yeah.
like they are doing, you know, acting workshops, voice
Yeah.
acting workshops. They are trying to like genuinely supply things that are very, you know, that are very new, and, you know, definitely it seems more like an industry type thing where it's like if you're trying to possibly get into effects work or costuming or acting or one of these, as much as it's going to be a fun con, it's a really good con to go to hopefully be able to network at as well. Because even there's a couple of casting directors that I'm very familiar with. One of which, Katrine McGregor, and was able to go over to oh god, I forget the con that was out over in Idaho, but she was there and talking with her, lovely woman, absolutely great. We've even, you know, talked a couple times outside of it and made some plans, but it's still one of those where it's like that's going to be something where going there for people that want to get into the business will be a gigantic leg up, but I honestly think it's going to be something where
Wait, how do you say?
I don't know. Hopefully people keep on going. So
How do you say Fernia's name? Is it different than we've been saying?
Wait.
Fernea? Fernea?
I have
Might be
never
Fernea.
heard. I have never heard you say its name, Grace.
so
might
I
look
see.
like
I would love to sit there and be like, how do you say it, even though you only have text to try to say this with.
Rip. Okay.
So.
Can you give me katakana?
Does she know katakana?
No.
I was about to say. I was like, maybe she could and whatnot. But yeah, so.
I'm gonna check it out and see. I'm just curious, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably go and do the same. They have advertised that they're. I mean, not that this really is much of anything to you and to some of the people watching and listening and stuff like that, but they've they're offering to go and do like this kind of the city of Ogden kind of like get to know the area type thing through like some of the restaurants and a lot of the pubs, you know. So I'm more thinking of like, hey, okay, a sponsored pub crawl, I can do this, you know. So yeah, that
No, you do not, Grace. Maybe around Furby Division, but not around me. Or maybe I'm just astral projecting again.
Always.
astral projecting, really?
I
So
go
you're
away.
just sort of-
Disassociating
I just go away.
into the-
Just go away. Completely.
She's just gone.
I'm gone.
But like outside of, you know, it's like we've kind of mentioned a bit about pop culture convention. What are some of the other cons other than Bonsai too?
What cons aren't we going to?
Anywhere like pretty much local to Utah we will be going to, but like any out of state cons we can't afford.
I could pull up my list.
I
God,
wish. I fucking wish.
I wanna go so bad.
Hook me up, bruh.
If I found a manageable
Hook me
way
up.
for you all to
Hook me up, bro.
I mean, I could definitely find a way to get you all there, but hotels you might be a little bit on your own.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so we're going to.
She has a list.
Salt
She has
Lake
a
Gaming
list.
Con, Tosho Con, FanX, maybe the Asian Festival, depending on like what other events are being hosted that day. Because someone's trying to host like a cosplay day thing.
Oh yeah, they have a because I guess like International Cosplay Day or National Cosplay Day. I don't remember. Just the cosplay day is held it was a Tuesday, and so they held a poll, and they're like, should we have it on this Tuesday or should we have it on a weekend? And it landed on Asian Fest, so I don't know.
We might go to both. It might be a toss up. They're both free events, so like
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
not-
really matter.
Morning and afternoon.
Yeah, and are we going to gaming? Yeah, we are going to
We're going
gaming
to
con.
Gaming Con.
Yeah.
We're planning. We want to do Persona.
Yeah, we
Freaking
want-
knew it. Even before you all saying it, inside my head, I'm sitting there going like, they're about to say.
Have you seen my
Persona.
story today?
Guess
Have
what
you
we
seen
got
my
today?
story today, Stefan?
Like literally,
No, I've
like
been busy all day today,
Fuck
Mina.
you.
how long have we had it? Like 4 hours.
We've had it for exactly 5.5
We
hours.
bought Persona Persona 5.
Michaela has a PS4, so we've been playing it for like 4 hours.
We're very excited about it.
Oh, they're dead to me.
Why?
No, they're dead to
You
me.
don't like it?
I
Go
get
and
to
join
finally
Candace
date
and
Yeah.
Tyler.
Ryuji.
God, I
I
love
get to
Candace.
finally date him. Thank you.
Candace
for coming
cosplays
over.
Makoto.
Yeah, Candace does.
I love her Makoto. It's so cute.
It's so good.
She's so good.
Freaking dead to me.
No, you gotta appreciate.
You have
it.
to appreciate.
It's
I
like-
don't have to do a single thing.
But like the thing is, they made me like in the beginning of the game. They literally make you navigate the Shibuya station, and me or knowing the place still got lost. And I'm like, reminds me when I actually went to the Shibuya station. I got lost.
Okay, now, did it feel like you were actually somewhat there? Because I'm
Well-
spacing out on the name, but I did play a game that was supposed to take
Come
place
for
in
a
Kyoto,
gaming day.
and it felt
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, no, like, I'm only in the very beginning of the game, so I haven't explored a lot yet. But like, I've watched a full playthrough of it, and even watching the full playthrough, I'm like, I recognize that. I remember that.
Okay.
It's like they did recreate the Shibuya station as closely as they could without like copyright and trademark and that kind of stuff.
And then giving people's addresses.
Yeah, and like obviously Shibuya Station also has a lot of construction stuff, but like obviously when they were developing the game, that's where the construction area is. So it will be different from 2019 than I think it came out 2015, 2014. So it would be different from that, but otherwise it's like very very close, and that's what it's one of the things that it's praised for, that it's very accurate to
It's a good game.
what it's based off of.
Nice.
I'm at work right now. I'll
She'll be back to
haunt
haunt
your
our asses.
asses.
Just the ass part, nothing else.
Don't haunt. Look, I'm a black guy. I'm scared of anything paranormal, and yeah,
We
I don't
don't mess
watch
with that
horror
shit.
movies. All right. Every time something scary happens, my distinct reaction is always, "Oh hell no!" So look, all right.
I'm a white people.
She might
don't
do.
mess with that
okay,
shit.
look, all right. All white peoples go towards the danger.
Yeah, no.
All right.
No, I don't mess with that shit.
See, there you go. It's just what's that over there? The creepy thing and the haunted noise.
Better walk towards it slowly while the violins are slowly rising.
Well, literally every POC.
They're like, nope, I'm out
Dust
of here.
trails,
Like,
just nothing but dust
what's
trails.
that? Better
You're only
check it
scared
out.
of what you don't know. Oh
Guess
my
what?
god.
It all. All right, it all. I'm telling you right now.
I don't know anything.
They make people die. They make black people die first, only because we will be the first ones out of theirs. All right, that's the only reason why we die first.
Because we're the logical thinkers. They
All
can't.
right.
They can't keep the POC.
You can't. Yeah, you
Powerful.
can't have a person of color sit there and go like, "Nah, I'm not
How
going
about
in the
we
house."
don't go towards
and
the
nope, out of it.
chainsaws?
He has a pagan on his team.
You're not wrong. I do. Look, all right. I might have you on the team. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go into any weird sort of situations with y'all. Y'all talked about wanting to do a couple of different shows that I'm sitting there like I don't want to be a part of. So y'all do your own damn thing. All right. Just,
Don't mess with that shit.
See, I'm
Oh,
glad someone
dear
understands.
Dear God.
Man can only be brave when he's afraid. Man can be brave whenever the
fucking
hell he
Chris
wants.
is.
Work. Oh wait, no, you are at work. Get back to work. Jeez.
Get back to work.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
so we got
6
Persona.
inches.
What else are we cosplaying?
We want to do Urapri.
Uta no Prince-sama.
Uta no Prince-sama.
It's like otome game.
This sounds familiar. Like I watched the anime and I can't remember.
It's a reverse harem anime. It's literally an
Pretty
otome
boy,
game.
idol boys, so beautiful.
It's
And they
yeah,
sing
it's
and
an
dance.
idol boy anime.
Hmm.
We had one more thing, probably Boku no Hero. I don't
Ooh.
know.
I want to do Danganronpa.
Oh yeah,
but-
we were discussing Danganronpa.
But
Okay.
I don't have time to make any of them if we're doing other things.
Yeah, we'll do.
Are you telling me that you don't have time, Miss? I've got 2 days before a con. Let me see if I can whip up a whole new cosplay.
No, I give myself at least a week. It's fine.
Big difference.
Yeah,
Big
no.
difference.
Okay, like I'm gonna be honest with you. The first 5 or 6 times I entered a cosplay contest, I gave myself like 2 to 3 weeks to finish that costume. I have learned to give myself at least a couple months, but I can get a relatively simple outfit done in about 2 weeks. I got my Sailor Neptune done in 2 weeks.
You got the Sailor Scout.
I got the Sailor outfit
done in
1
1
2
week.
What?
No, you said 1 week.
Was it 1?
Yeah,
I think it
you
was like
said
1 and a half.
you said 1 week. And that was also still going to school, like college.
Yeah.
And then after you got out of college, you remade it. You fixed it up and then added this regular school uniform on top.
The trick is to forget about everything else but that project
And ignore your significant other.
Okay, yeah.
So if one were to basically kind of go like, hey, so maybe you can call out of work for like
oh god
3 weeks, and I
God.
will just dump a bunch of money over on your lap.
Oh, don't tempt me.
Yeah.
I've been,
Boo.
I love and the best part is my job. Even when I'm at work, I'm still sewing because I work at a costume shop.
Hey!
It's great. It's so good. But yeah, they haven't had any sewing jobs for me recently, so I've been like cataloging pants for 2 weeks, which is great. But
Jeans, capris, shorts.
oh no,
Men's
no, it is
short.
It is men's period high-waisted pants after like one after another, like all of them in a row, and then the next, like, I don't even get variety. It's
You
great.
had me at men's period. I stopped and was like, wait, what?
Apparently there's these pants called Wamaker pants that are like, they're high-waisted cowboy pants with an adjustable. It's great. I don't actually care, but
What?
I now know how to recognize them by the
I'm sorry.
the pants. It's weird. The significant other.
See, I don't know if I ever want to be comfortable with myself and with my knowledge to ever be able to look at someone's pants and go, I recognize the design. Then again, I'm also not a costuming anything. I'm a cosplayer. Big difference.
I take one textiles class and now I can recognize, like, oh, that's a herringbone. It's weave, and it's awful, and I wish I had never taken that class.
We literally got fabric the other day, and sorry, we went to Hobby Lobby. Sorry for all you sensitive fucks. But we went to Hobby Lobby, and the cashier was like, oh, what are you getting all this silk for? And we're like, oh, we're just making costumes. Right as we leave, she leans over to me and she's like, that wasn't fucking silk, it was fucking satin, you motherfucker.
Just because a fabric is shiny doesn't mean it's silk. It was matte satin, and you can't just assume that you know what kind of fabric it is.
It looked silky.
No! Silk is much different. It's more expensive. It's heavier. It has a different hand. It's not the same thing. I have too many feelings about fabric. It's a problem.
So don't ever name a fabric in front of her.
Also, I can mention how I bought some fabric on fabric.com for my catcher pants, and they were advertised as a scuba stretch knit. They're not scuba fabric. They're not nearly stretchy enough, and they were the wrong color. Also, they weren't shiny like the picture was. I need to stop.
Wait, are we talking scuba as in like neoprene or?
It advertised as scuba knit.
Neoprene doesn't stretch.
No, it does.
Well, when it's wet.
I don't know.
Scuba diver.
Are you sure it doesn't stretch? Because then
It
how do you get
does.
it on? It's very tight.
It's very tight to go and get on when it's dry, and then all of a sudden when it actually is wet, then it kind of loosens up, but it doesn't really stretch.
Maybe I forgot what.
The one thing that it will do is right around the seams, they will stretch a bit. So like shoulders and legs and stuff like that, you do have to be worried about. But yeah, it's. I'd be very. Now I want to know. Now I want to know. There you go. Such language. Well, that's Mina. That's Mina.
God, it's just frustrating. You can't just assume it's silk.
She got
Yeah, no.
really passionate.
I'm very.
Very fucking
I
passionate.
couldn't tell at all.
Yeah, I
Mention
can't.
the
I
registry.
can't.
Oh, what's this silk for? It's like, it's not silk.
She works at a fucking craft store for like minimum wage.
How many look, when there's so many, look, okay, if this was Joanne's, I might give her just a little bit more of like a, no, maybe you really should know your
Okay,
thing.
I didn't blow up
When
at the
she's-
girl. I blew up after we left. All I'm saying is she didn't have to call it silk. She could have just said fabric.
She I'm not even gonna get in with this. I'm not even gonna, because I feel that this is a conversation that just I won't win. I won't win.
She even,
I
like,
won't.
touched, like, it's different. It's very different.
Look, we literally left 10 minutes before closing. I think we can give her the. She was very tired.
She
We
should've been
also
tired.
live in an area where I look
No
like
one.
every other black guy ever, just because I happen to share a skin tone.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
All right.
Can
The
we
amount of
just-
times I've been like, wait, you look similar to Anthony Mackie. I don't look anything like Anthony Mackie. Don't you say a gosh darn word, Mina.
We were at Bonsai wondering where you were. And literally every time we saw black, is that? Oh no, that's not. No, it's not Stefan.
Look, I've had people. There was one night. It was actually my wife and our anniversary. We went out over to Dave and
Donut.
Buster's, and
Yeah, scuba stretches. That's right. Ha.
it
Maybe it's not neoprene that I'm thinking. No, neoprene does stretch.
neoprene barely stretches.
Okay, no, but
It
that is not
barely
neoprene. No, we didn't get
stretches.
neoprene.
We did not get
We
neoprene.
did not
That's
get
see,
They
and,
gave me a
that's what
different
I'm
fabric than
saying.
advertised,
It's
and I
like
was
lycra and spandex. It stretches, but neoprene, specifically like 3 millimeter to 5 millimeter neoprene, doesn't really. I'll go and get you all a wetsuit. It doesn't stretch.
No, I've seen a wetsuit before. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
Well, most people think like it's stretching. It's not. It's crying. All right. So, oh
But
god.
I exerted too much energy screaming about fabric.
Screaming about fucking. Alright.
Oh, and also the picture advertised it as like a shiny fabric. It's not shiny at all. I'm so mad.
Ow.
I had to dye it to be the right color. That's why I had to dye pants. So that's what I was doing today at like, I don't know, like noon.
Well, while we were playing Persona, she was the
Yeah.
only one playing. she wasn't playing with us.
Everybody's defending me. Ooh.
I think it's bull crap. I think it's bull crap. Like I said, I sit here like I know what you all are talking about as far as thinking neoprene stretches. Okay, I won't speak for all neoprene.
Okay,
I
maybe
will,
your neoprene don't stretch, but
I will
mine
speak
does.
for scuba rated neoprene. It doesn't stretch.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
So, the salty cast. There we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. So yeah, now what's bad is like my brain is so on fire right now. Now I can't even go back into podcasting mode.
Oof.
This is what you all do to me. All right. I used to be able to handle like doing a regular podcast and normal and stay on track, and now all of a sudden live stream, you all in chat, you all do things to me.
Should we talk about what we're doing for the Pride Parade, or should we keep it a secret?
Yeah, fuck that. I don't know.
Okay.
Mina doesn't know anymore. She just looks at herself right now. Just goes like, I'll focus on one thing, beauty.
No.
We can move the table and just do some dances.
No.
I
Off topic. confirmed.
probably I don't know.
Let us perform live. It's great. We are totally in the
Great.
clothing
We
to perform.
definitely have it all memorized.
You definitely have it all
I do.
memorized. Yeah.
Well, not our whole set list.
No.
But,
But it's always these things as far as like performances and whatnot, when you don't necessarily have it memorized and whatnot, the parts of like, this is either going to be fantastic or a heaping pile.
Well, I mean, like,
Yay.
it's the fact that we just barely started practicing, because our main focus until just a couple weeks ago was Nihon Matsuri and that performance. And then now we are learning 6 to 8 songs for Bonsai in the next 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we're learning about 2 dances a month, which is so much fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all do it.
I don't know either, because I'm learning on top of that 3 more dances.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
are you doing that?
It gives me something to do during the day.
Yeah, it's
Look, okay, the amount of dances that you all do, the memes that you all continue to be a part of, the TikToks that I'm not on TikTok anymore. I was on for 5 minutes and went,
man.
nope.
TikTok is a whole trip and a half.
I use it to look at just Vine recreations now.
Because that's what it is, Vine.
It
Yeah.
is. It's
There is
wannabe
no
Vine.
original content on TikTok.
It's
let's be
wannabe
honest.
Vine.
I miss Vine. I miss Vine a lot because of how many things are like, I've never seen this before and this is awesome. Or when someone would go and redub something and be like, oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
You know, but now I just look at TikTok and go like, and you're just redoing something that
Square
someone
up
else did.
thoughts.
This is only the beginning. All
Beginning
right.
of what?
The haunting. I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
No,
I
no.
think she was talking about
no,
the
I think she's
dancing.
talking about
Oh,
the
yeah.
dancing.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
is
there's
the
much
only-
more planned for you
Yeah.
all.
Oh yeah, we're gonna die. Well, because we're doing bonsai this year, and then next year they're probably gonna expect different dances from
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So we'll have
That's
to
how
create a
this goes.
complete
New
new
one.
set list. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
Look,
be fun.
At least you all, avoided the KDA, K-pop, whatever, was going on.
She learned it.
I've only seen the video like 3 times. I don't really.
I think it'd be fun. I don't know how it would work with the outfits. Dance till you're dead. Also, like it is kind of dead by now. Like it's kind of run its course. in my
Yeah.
opinion.
It's.
I'm hoping
mean,
that it
like-
goes soon. So yeah.
I mean, like when people do see it, like at cons, they're still like very excited, especially in Utah because we're like 7 months behind on everything.
Oh, extremely.
Yeah.
But like, people still get excited no matter what con you're at for it, and especially if you can dance in it, and if the Ari even has tails, that's when it looks impressive. And everyone kind of is expecting more from like the whole KDA group, even though it was just to advertise League of Legends in general.
Yeah.
And they like a lot of the fans who really did like KDA are like, well, why can't we get a whole album? And one of the reasons is because they got 2 K-pop idols and
Yeah.
2 American singers who usually don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So I think that as far as it hitting like a gravity hammer, as far as pop culture, it was momentous and great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But now I just look at it like, okay, well, it's like if I see someone continuing to try with any of the cosplays, I'm like, just you might want to focus your attention somewhere else. Not saying that it's run its course, but it's kind of run its course.
It's kind of.
So
And that's what's a little bit frustrating about like our current like pop culture right now. Like things happen so fast.
If you don't
If you
do
don't
it,
jump on
then
it,
like it's kind of done.
yeah.
well, and it depends on what you're doing. So
Yeah.
like I got involved in a Game of Thrones group literally like today.
Oh goodness.
And
Oh, wow.
it was one of those where they're like, okay, we want to do this, and what's great is that we can just wait until winter and be able to recreate all these shots that were because of this last season. I'm sitting there going like, I really am looking forward to that, but at the same time, that's going to be 6 to 7 months after the end of the show.
Yeah,
So it's gonna
people
still
have
be-
already forgotten about it now, and it's
Yeah.
only been like a week.
Exactly. So it's like it's going to get lost in the sauce, and the only thing that'll be great is that you just have all these characters all together, all doing this one thing. Where it's like I think there's supposed to be like close to like 15 of us.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And
See, that's something that can like save a thing. If you have like a decent sized group, it's a
Yeah.
lot better. If it's just like one person, people are like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the only bit that I mean that plus the personalities involved kind of have their own sort of gravity towards them anyway. So guaranteed, like the plan is supposed to be to have at least half of them done by Fan X. So it's like if we show up in Fan X, it will be a thing. But at the same time, I still go like, this is going to be so long-winded after the fact. So, yeah. That's if a next book happens.
Yeah. Hasn't he been working on it for like 8 years?
It's okay.
Oh no.
I was just on a Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones podcast
Why
today.
are we comparing those two?
Because that's the amount of
You?
relevance that most people have in pop culture.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so I
I
look at him like, I'm not mad at it. I just, you know, going into it was a whole thing where I didn't get to say it on the podcast, but it was one of those where I was like, you're trying to liken Muhammad Ali as Lord of the Rings as this like legendary type thing that everyone has really heard of in some extent. People have even had to do like required reading in school from different realms of the books or The Hobbit or things like that. And then you've got Game of Thrones, which is more like, this is probably going to be lost on you all, but like Conor McGregor, which is a newer, like, yes, he's a great mixed martial artist and, you know, and probably the best of his time right now, but at the same time, when he tried boxing, got his butt whooped and handed to him, you know, so it's like they really shouldn't be in the same realm, you know, so it was a whole thing. We managed to avoid yelling. That was basically that was our goal. Like, we just can't yell. We just have to not yell. Like, don't scream about anything. So it was a thing, but even so, like I said, when it comes to cosplay, it's one of those where, yes, if you want to be a relevant cosplayer, you have to look at what's happening now, get it out within the same month, and then move on.
Yeah.
That's something I've noticed with, like, some of the more popular cosplayers. Like, something will be released, and they will cosplay it immediately. Mm-hmm. And, like,
I don't know where they find the time and money for it, but, like, that it's really cool.
Look at Ash! Miss, I can get a cosplay done in a week.
Okay, yeah, but...
Well, I mean, like, I think... Utah is a complete different exception, but like if you go to East Coast, and like I follow a lot of East Coast cosplayers and like East Coast and they go to East Coast cons, like Hawks, like going to Boku no Hero, Hawks, the moment he was like in a single panel, 3 cosplays already out. Saw it. They got the color palette wrong because there was only a single panel. Well, but then they like, remade it immediately after the
and
like
then
the
they wear it
colors
to
were
the con like immediately after it's released.
Yeah, like whatever's the next con. Like that, especially like Katsucon.
Oh yeah, but like
anything that was released in the last 2 months, boom, it's there.
But if we did that at Bonsai, people wouldn't know who the heck we were.
They'd be like,
no
"Who is this?" Yeah.
Well, see, and that's the thing is you have to look at your area and try to go from there. And even on top of that, it's not even so much to just look at your area. Look at the reach that you're trying to do. Like, you know, with the Hawks that I'm planning on doing, it's like, okay, is it gonna go and get attention over at Fan X or anything like that? Yes,
Carly was a Homestuck.
Yeah.
Yes, Carly was a big
I met
Homestuck.
Carly in their in her Metaton.
Yeah.
That's not Homestuck.
Oh, Homestuck? No, that's Undertale.
No,
Yeah.
Mina. Yeah, no.
No.
Honey.
She is a she.
No, but I know she was mentioned Undertale back there.
Whack.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
She
But yeah.
was.
Anyway,
was.
sorry.
But no, like I said, it's one of those where it's like as far as Hawks goes and whatnot, it's like, yes, the manga release was then, the anime release
2 years. I'd give it about 2 years.
Yeah.
possibly.
Possibly, but with the speed how it's going, it might be at the end of next year.
Look at my face. Possibly.
Possibly.
Possibly. So.
Oh.
I know things.
He knows things.
Oh,
I
it's
know
already
things.
been. Oh, fuck.
No.
I want to know the Japanese. I don't care the English.
Yeah. See.
Fuck English.
Here's a good thing. It hasn't been cast on either realm yet. So it hasn't been cast yet, but it has. Been.
I have a headcanon of what voice actor I want Hawks to be in Japanese.
I missed your Metaton too.
I don't know what he'll be in Japanese, but maybe you might like the suggestions as far as English.
No, I don't care about
Me?
God damn it, Mia!
I'm like,
wait, so
like even though
are
I'm
you
like collecting all these like English voice actors. Oh, here's my deck of notebook. Even though I'm collecting like all these like English voice actors, in the end, unless I get to meet Nobuhiko-san, I don't care about Bakugo's voice actor.
God, you're so mean.
I found a Gatorade that I need to drink.
I'm kind
Give us
of.
your secret. Oh, I thought it said screeches. Give us your screeches.
I can't.
Okay.
There's
Neighbors.
no. There's some I'm under NDA not to go into.
Aw. Okay, but we were thinking if we do end up doing, so we were talking about doing Hawks and Dobby for FanX potentially. If we wanted to do a skit with that, would you be willing to voice one of our boys? Because we need we
voice
need men
both of our
voices. Just voice both of them.
I'll voice whatever you want. I've done it for y'all in the past.
You made a great, what's his name?
The announcer for Princess
My Princess
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
All right, when I had done that, the amount of people that came up to me like, okay, so I heard this really great narration over on one of the cosplay competition pieces. It kind of sounded like you. I wonder what voice actor they got to go and do it. I'm
What
like,
voice actor? I mean, you're a
idiot,
voice
listen to
actor.
my voice. It's the same one. I
Yeah.
didn't change it.
Well, because so I was doing Princess Jellyfish I was recreating the fashion show that they do, and in the manga they just like realized they forgot to get an MC, so they grabbed his their driver, and they describe his voice as like rich and baritone, and I'm like, who do I know that has a manly rich baritone voice that could work for this? And I was like, Stefan, would you do a voice for me, please?
I remember sitting there actually trying to do the lines when you were telling me, like, okay, so it's got to be deep, but at the same time, kind of like, this is supposed to be under the sea, you know? So,
God,
actually kind of make it not necessarily melodic, but just sort of really put some passion into it. I'm just like,
I didn't
okay.
give you those instructions,
Yes,
did I?
you
Did I give you...
Which is why the...
Receipts?
which is why the it's like, the ocean looks so beautiful tonight as we look upon the stage. I can't remember the line specifically, but it was just like, I remember sitting there going, oh, wow.
I'm so sorry. I was pulling lines straight from like the scanlation of the manga that I had. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't great, but it worked.
It's like what was it? It's like the night looks so beautiful tonight.
And yeah, the moon is so beautiful that they've invited you humans to join them, and it
was a lot of fun being
I'm
able
sorry.
to do that. But it was fine because right after that,
you were helping someone else with
yeah,
their...
I helped 3 different people. Go through those. Like, so far, no one has hit me up to go and actually do their music for Bonsai this year, but I do have a couple of submissions for. I've got one for next year's Dragon Con already. That they're just like, can you do this for us? I'm like, yeah, I can do this. So.
And you thought I wanted you to mix the audio. I just needed your voice.
Yeah, you just needed like I said, you were very easy to go and deal with. I've got some that are hitting me up right now as far as like, can you mix the audio and then put this sort of reverb to it and then make the echo over here and then we need you to do this. You know, I'm just like, okay.
Man, the Princess Jellyfish one was fun though, because I couldn't find a good enough like. I wanted like a bomb track to like model walk to, and I couldn't find a good one, and I ended up making my own music in GarageBand, and it was a jam. I was so happy with that.
Wait, you made that in GarageBand?
I made that in GarageBand with like the
took
repeating tracks.
Yeah, the
they had.
sample audios. She just used those.
It was so fun.
Oh, for a second I was about to be like, did you just mix that entire thing all yourself? Because if so, I might hit you up about doing music. So.
I just took the audio thing they had. I didn't.
It's all good.
It was a beat, and I needed a beat with like something in there. I don't know. It was a good time.
Oh man, there you go.
Cosplay contest audio is hard.
It's its own monster, and I just look at it as far as like, look, I'm glad a lot of people are getting more involved with cosplay contests, but yeah, it's a whole thing. So yeah. Well, I mean, we're kind of coming up over on time. Are there any last like little thoughts that you all want to be able to go and impart to people? We didn't do any of the things that I was thinking of. So
no, we never do.
What were you thinking?
Quick speed round. What are we doing?
You always do this, and it always causes me to go like,
Brain, bye.
I don't know. All I know is that I need to go and actually get you all back over here when we start doing gaming, because we have Jump Force to be able to play, and I need Mina.
I want Midoriya
There's Midoriya, and
Oh my got announced too.
Oh my got announced. I think it's only Kaiba that is actually in the game now-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Kaiba?
From Yu-Gi-Oh.
Uh-huh.
But I think All Might was supposed to be inside the same pack too. So I really hope, because I've seen the character designs and I've seen the fight style, and I want it in my life.
It'd be unfortunate if Deku's in it, but not All Might.
Well, yeah, it's like, no. What I honestly am kind of mixed between is like with Jump Force, there's a lot of the character groups that at least have 3 characters to them, and right now they only have Midoriya. I'm like, okay, well, they're getting All Might. Can we please get a Bakugo? Because that
I was gonna think Kacchan is probably the next one.
I would hope so, but they've already said that we've got 9 characters that we're doing, for our DLC. So we'll see. I want it to happen. I hope it's a thing, but there's a yeah. So. But other than that, thank you guys for joining this episode of the Crack Brain Podcast. Again, if you're only listening to
if you know, you know.
That's what
if
she
you
does.
know, you know.
That's what
If
she
you
does.
don't.
That's what she does.
Got you.
Oh,
Right? That's what she does.
Don't threaten people with violence.
Got you.
When does she not threaten people? I'm pretty sure one of our first interactions was her threatening me.
Yeah.
All right. The only thing I'm glad for is that there's never a knife in her hand while she's threatening people.
Do I have
Okay.
my fake knife?
Stop.
I got a gun in here.
cosplaying Toga with her little plastic knife.
I have the prop
in and
knife
out.
that has that the blade goes into
You
the.
do toga?
Yeah. Did you not see?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
And
you.
now I'm very much afraid.
We were in a friend's CMV. We did Dabi and Toga.
Yeah, she did Dabi
for their,
and I
like,
did Toga.
Villain Deku CMV. It was a time.
Like, I can see you as Dabi, but you as Toga, like, literally scares me.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying.
Yeah, I did Toga. She
It's
was one of my
intense.
first cosplayers for Boku no Hero.
She threatened me tonight.
I
You
did, Becky.
Trust me,
Did
my money is on Mina anytime she fights anybody, myself included. All right.
I am stronger than her. I have been able to best her.
It's not about strength.
It's true. She's pretty
It's
agile.
really not. Look, I've told most people I have not won fights because of being stronger than people. It's mainly just faster and more crazy. And then I've lost a lot of fights.
I have a secret for anybody that is going to fight Mina. She's very ticklish.
I don't think many people are gonna go from punch and kick and tickle.
Here, let me just tickle you real quick.
I tickle her now, but she'd probably kick your table.
See, and that's the thing where it's like I don't really like. I think her response to tickling would be biting. So
Fair.
yeah.
I have bit Ash once, I think.
I mean, I pinched you with my nails more than
You
3 times
scratched
today, and
me,
it wasn't even on purpose.
She was trying to hold my arm, and then her nails just dug straight into my skin and scratched me.
We have a dangerous
We
relationship.
do. It's wild.
I hurt her so much by by accident. It's awful. It's awful. We're terrible.
Bye.
There we go. So
Okay.
yeah, again, thank y'all so much. Tune back in
Thank
next
you.
week. We will definitely have. I think we're gonna have the main crew on again. But yeah,
We'll be screaming outside the window.
Yeah, if you hear sounds from the window, it's
But
us.
are you? How long are y'all staying at Pop Culture Convention?
Oh, heck.
Yeah.
I have to stay the entire time because it's my booth.
We just have to do panels, and then that's basically it.
Wow.
So yeah.
Better
You guys are
fucking
gonna
come
stay
to my
for the
booth.
cosplay contest?
More on that later. I have a show to run, so yeah. Outside of that, thank you
Becky,
guys.
everyone has their kinks.
Oh my god, dear lord.
Are they talking about the biting thing or the?
I'm very sure that he's talking about the biting thing.
Ooh, fun.
So yeah, I will
Okay.
say to you all, thank
Ooh,
you all for
rawr.
joining, at least the audio portion. For you all that are over on the YouTube version, until I actually end the stream, you guys get a little bit more. So anyway, talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go. Okay, and that's the audio
That's
part.
the audio.
And now for the exclusive YouTube portion.
What happens on YouTube that the audio portion doesn't get?
Me screaming.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look. All right. She's got to put.
How much water do you need?
I need
all
lot.
the water.
Whack.
Okay. Wait.
You can't ration your water like I do.
I need all the water.
You know what else you can't ration? Rice.
Do you get okay? But that's expected. All right.
Fair.
Rice.
The Asian needs her
Every
rice.
Japanese is very much okay.
Well, it's like always rice and then something. Like you just have to think about what else am I having besides rice?
Yeah. We'll
Show
see.
me the money.
Well, see, and that was always a thing for like when I was living over in Japan. I didn't understand that going there. It was always just like, hey, we're having this and rice. We're having pickled yams and rice. We're having plums and rice. You know, so it's just sort of like rice was your milk on top of everything. You're just going to have it.
It's wild. No, we'll go to what's that one Korean barbecue
Oh, we
place?
go to a local Korean barbecue place, and they'll have
Sam Hawk.
Wow, yeah, okay. And they'll have what is it? They'll have the item that we get the bulgogi. The I think we get the pork bulgogi. No, we get the beef bulgogi because the pork is the spiky.
Is that special? Is that a
yes?
favorite?
We get the beef bulgogi, and I tell them extra rice, and they're like, oh, rice is already there. Like it comes with rice,
And
and
then
I'm
she
like,
pulls the
no,
water close and goes, no.
more rice.
You all don't understand what's happening right now.
And then
More of it.
And then she finishes her rice and makes me give her mine. So I have to order more rice for myself. So we end up getting 2 extra rice in addition to the one rice
but
they
like
already
the
give us.
first time we went there, we went with other friends, and I still ordered more rice, and I ordered another more rice, and then I had to go back and pull the regulator and go, can I have one more rice?
Can I have some more, please?
And that waiter, every time like the friends come back, they're like, is she here? Is the rice girl here?
Did you just hurt these people as far as like, did we not bring enough? Like, is she
Not
here for the
enough
love of God?
rice.
More rice.
Can we just? We're afraid of her. All right, she keeps on looking at us nasty. All right.
She just wants more rice.
Oh my God. So yes. Okay. To you all freaks that are still here, thank you so much for being over here.
Give me
I
no
love
more
you
rice.
all. Yes. Give me no more rice.
Give
and then
all the rice.
yes, to you all people, we will see you all later. I'm
Bye.
gonna have more to drink.
Bye.
And I'm gonna hit a note.